Good evening, everyone. Hopefully Dave's here tonight, but
hey, I am.
He's back. And
How
he's
are
not
we?
sitting in the car. He's actually at home.
Do you know what? 9:30 last night, my Tinterweb started working again.
Oh, lucky
9:30. It's been an absolute nightmare.
I bet it has. Poor kids over Christmas not having internet must be absolutely awful.
Well, it is, because one got an Oculus and the other got a gaming PC, so they've not been able to use them full stop.
Is that what? Is it very quiet in your house tonight? Very quiet.
It is now.
Yeah.
People have stopped talking and stuff again now, so it's all gone back to normal. Quietness.
Yeah. Good. Well, you're back. So, and you've got
go on the internet. Thank you to yourself and to Kerry and to Shane and to Rob Random and to Gary Cook and obviously to Luke and to Addicted to Bleeps. Thank you, each and every one of you for coming on last week's show, Adrian.
Yeah,
I was watching. I was actually sat basically by the back door of the house, the only place to get Vodafone signal. Watching it, pissing myself.
Yeah, it was an interesting show. Rob Random looked like he'd just got a webcam for the first time in his life, and he was doing all the effects. Harry looked very confused with it all, and poor old Shane did originally come on to talk about the new version 2
McGrafter, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ended up, we were talking. Oh, it just went random with Rob Random, but it was good. Random. I like to think. I hope people enjoyed it. So, yeah.
Well, listen. First things first tonight. Sadly, our guest has had to cancel last minute through to not being very well. So we've going to organise that to be. Obviously, we're postponing it and putting back a few weeks. We've got a few dates set up. So we hope he sorts it out and gets well soon. Because we were really looking forward to tonight, weren't we, Adrian?
Yeah, I think I can't honestly recall when the NCMD have been on YouTube.
They've been on with us.
Recently, I mean.
Sorry. Not recently.
No, since
about
the
2 years ago they come on.
Yeah, about 2 years ago. So obviously, a lot of people have questions to ask, and also new people to the hobby want to know what it's all about.
Absolutely.
And
when we talk about questions that people want to ask, can I just point out the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine, which is obviously my magazine, Luke's the co-editor of, is classed as a media outlet. So therefore, we give each and everybody who wants to put anything through there or come on the show the opportunity and the platform to do so. However, I'm a sole trader because obviously monies do come in and go out, basically for the advertising for the free magazines to be given away. Therefore, we can't get involved in any mudslinging, any name calling, any malarkey. So we won't be asking any questions that may bring us into disrepute. I think, does that sound right, Adrian, from your perspective?
Yeah, look, we're here for a laugh. We're not here for politics or arguing. You know, if we want to do that, we'd set up another show. But we're here just to let people know what's going on out there, and we're not biased to one or the other, are we, Dave? We've had everyone on here, so nearly.
Adrian, you've got your personal thoughts. I've got my personal thoughts. I've had issues with people and organisations in the past that my own personal issues. I can't. I'm wondering what you're doing there. You're going a bit negative. I can't. Being on the show, doing the magazine, I can't let them come to. I have to put them in back burner. I have to sit on the fence. Sadly.
But hopefully they'll be on next week.
Next week. Next week we've got another guest. I have checked up with next week's guest, and that's his name's Jay Price from an organisation called Just Detect UK, not to be confused with other Just Detects. And basically, for those of you who remember digging for veterans and all that malarkey, following the fallout of that, and Just Detect UK was formed to carry on the working with veterans. So Jay will be joining us next week to chat all about that and find out about the new organisation. But tonight we've got loads to go out still, Adrian.
But I forgot to ask, not only did your car break down, sadly your dog passed away, and you lost your internet and everything else, you had COVID as well.
And my tooth fell out again.
Oh.
And my daughter's gaming computer we got for Christmas, when it got back, it won't work. Ended up finding out that it worked via HDMI, but the HDMI, there wasn't a connection in the back of the monitor, so I've had to play with that and do all sorts of claptrappery to sort that. Honestly, it's been a carry-on of sorts.
But you seem better now. So you've had COVID twice, haven't you?
Yes, I had it originally way back when it first started in the April, and don't get me wrong, Adrian. I had a headache, and that was it for a couple of days. I've been fine. It's just obviously doing the lateral flows and the PCRs were positive. So back to work today, and that's been a shell shock because I've been off since, I've done 1 day since Christmas Eve, so that was a massive shell shock. Oh, and I won 30 on the Works Lottery as well when I got in there today.
You won what?
The Works Lottery. We do a weekly lottery, 20 people in it. And end of year share out was 30 quid each, which I didn't realise were happening. Didn't think we won anything. So bonus.
Your luck's looking up. Looking good.
Got lots to do on the website, Adrian. Honestly, we've had so many articles in. Jason Jones found a beautiful hammered coin, new hammered coin that he hadn't had. He's been in communication with the Fitzwilliam Museum, who's told him all about that. That's looking fantastic. So we've got that to put on. Also, the gentleman who discovered the what's the word? Not the fraud. The person who makes the coins, who's not really the person who's
forgery.
The forger. That's the word. The forgers' hoard in Staffordshire in Leek. That was throughout, obviously, the media over the past 2 months or so. he's contacted me with the full story and images as well. So we've got that going up. Tomorrow night, it's episode 2 of the current series of the Lost Tapes of History podcast. So I'm finally able to. It's Elizabeth and someone. I don't think it's you. What episode's yours?
I'm the sex instructor. Yeah. So Kerry will put that in the chat.
How did we not even envisage that to happen?
It's good, but listen to it. Have you been out detecting since Christmas?
I've not, mate. I've not. Through all the lemonade snicket and the unfortunate events, I've not really had opportunity. Shane did message me one day and said, I'll come and pick you up, but I wasn't getting picked up to go. I wasn't letting him come and pick me up to go all the way back to where he lives and then drive me all the way back again. So, plus I had stuff on. And somebody's just actually pointed out, so I don't understand why so many people are watching that Professor Alice Roberts is on BBC Two on Digging for Britain. Why does she do this? Why do Liverpool always play on a Thursday night now as well? Miss everything.
Well, it keeps... who's the man, cleaning pencil man? Graham Dempsey. Yeah,
who's the cleaning pencil man?
Yeah, it keeps him off. I went on a club dig on Sunday. 140 people. It was balmy, absolutely balmy, and it was lovely to see people, like, because I was on the gate sort of thing, pretending to be security, with Steve Newman. Do you remember Steve? Gold chain.
Yes, I know Steve. Met him at Detectable a few times.
That's right. Me and him were chatting, and it was so nice to see loads of people who just bought a new detector or got one for Christmas and joined the club, and they came out. And there was lots of Vanquishes, lots of Vanquish 540s, a few Garretts, but it was lovely seeing... Sorry?
I want one of them.
Yeah, Vanquish. Yeah, it was quite... I was probably a year ago, you'd probably get 1 or 2, but I counted at least 8 Vanquishes, and they were... But someone found a hammered, I think. But yeah, that was good. And Steve Newman also got to say well done to him, because Rodney Cook through Fodder Phil at Christmas had a raffle for Rodney Cook, and they raised on Facebook, they raised 2,200 quid or something, and Steve Newman upped it to 2.5. So well done to him.
I've got to give. I've got it written down. Phil Fodder. I've been obviously speaking to him about bits and bobs, and he's asked me to give a shout out to his Facebook group, and it's called Dig Life UK. So they're doing some great work. Obviously, they're doing a lot behind the scenes work with Rodney Cook, charitable stuff as well. So kudos to Phil. I want to get him on the show, but he's about as easy to get on as Sid Perry, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very well. Sid Perry did come on, but in his pants.
Yeah, but he was naked and he was drunk.
Yeah. But if you go to the Rodney Cook Memorial.co.uk website, rodneycookmemorial.co.uk website, go under, I think it's supporters. There's Dig for Life, and there's also another one that's helping out Rodney Cook, and there's links to their Facebook page there as well. Shout outs, Dave.
Shout outs, go for it.
Since we've had the website, we've had a lot of people contact us, and a lovely man, George McDonald from North Detectorists in Inverness in Scotland, would like a shout out tonight, and also for his club with 270, I think he said, members. They've got a big dig coming on the 6th of March, so that's if his members are watching. There's probably only one. No. So thank you very much, George, for messaging us. And also, I got Jerry Morris email the show saying that he wanted to watch what us youngsters are up to. He's 88 and still metal detects.
Yeah, he often pops in the chat. He always, I think his name isn't what it is, but he always signs off with Jerry at the end of his sentence. So
I just hope I'm 88 and can detect still. Although saying that, just drop my pencil on the
floor. I hope I'm 88 and alive.
There's a gentleman who I've got the Deus 2 at the moment, which I've just written a product review for Treasure Hunting magazine, first initial one, which will be out next month. And there's a gentleman who's 94 who still detects, and he's got a Deus 2.
Wow.
And he's got an 11-inch coil, and he wants to swap it for my 9-inch. So I've had both coils on Deus 2, and he's 94. and he still goes detecting.
That's
Isn't
fantastic.
that amazing?
It is.
Yeah.
And I wonder how long the likes of himself, I'm sure Jerry, if he's watching, will be able to answer. Jerry, how long have you actually been detecting? Oh, Alison McKay says, thanks for the shout out. Alison and admin team at North Detectorate. You're quite welcome. Jerry, how long have you been detecting for, if you're there? Or if anybody knows Jerry? Get Jerry on the show.
Yeah, I mean, he switched on to email us. It was really, really nice. But that was really nice of him. And also, we mustn't forget the competition, Dave. Cleaning pencil.
Adrian, firstly, before that, the competition winners from the Christmas show. My apologies that they haven't been out sooner, but having no car and then being confined to barracks, they didn't go out. I can assure you, the 4 prizes went out yesterday via Royal Mail. I was going to send them by Hermes, but I didn't have the internet, so I couldn't print the labels out. So I went to Royal Mail. Anyway.
They've all gone now. Everyone's got their prizes. Treasure Hunting magazine subscription, the books and everything. So thank you all for entering that. We raised sod all for charity, but we had fun. But
we should do something like that. We should try and do something charity-wise ourselves.
Yeah, and a big apologies to all the winners who thought they'd won the last prize, but actually received an email from me saying they've won the first prize, because I put all the names in a spreadsheet, and after drinking at the end of the show, I thought, let's all get it sorted and email everyone. And I filtered it wrong, so I sent the first prize person the last prize and vice versa. But I did email them all back. So thank you for your understanding in that. Yeah, shouldn't have done that.
And we do have a current competition running on the website, www.bigdetectingshow.com. Adrian, would you like to share that information?
Are you getting it up, David?
Yes, I'll get it up. I just realised I could actually do that.
Because it's January, no one's got any money and everyone's bored and it's wet outside. What better time than to just sit in your pants in front of the radio, listening to Radio 3, cleaning your coins. So Mr. Graham Dempsey has been very kind, and he's donated 3 prizes to viewers of the Big Detecting Show and on Facebook. And it's free. And all you have to do is go to bigdetectingshow.com. That's bigdetectingshow.com. And on the homepage, if you just go on the homepage, Dave, and scroll down.
That's naked said. Sorry.
Yes, that's right. And scroll down.
Or you click on the 3 lines at the top.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Just do that then.
Yeah, and then
the computer's being an arse. There you are.
Yeah, and find out.
Click on find out more. So, what are the prizes then? What's he got for us?
The first one is a tartan hot water bottle set. Oh no, sorry, that's next month's. First prize is a really big magnifying glass with a built-in clamp to clamp your coins in, and also I think it's brass, a range of attachments, and the pencil and some wax stuff. I've forgotten the name of microcrystalline wax,
preserving wax.
Yeah. And second prize is the one on the top right, clamp and all that malarkey. And third prize is pencil and all that stuff. So it's all there. It says what it is. And all they have to do.
Oh, am I going back? Sorry.
Yeah,
all they have to do.
They need
I see.
Yeah. So Graham does a coin cleaning value pack. So if you look on his website, how much is it, excluding delivery? Click on there and put your name, date of birth, your weight, height, sexual preference, and submit it to us. No, I was joking. Submit it to us.
You don't have to do weight.
No. And it will go into a big raffle, and we'll draw it next Thursday. So thank you,
that'll
Graham.
Be a spin the wheel on the spin the coil competition.
Yeah, spin the coil competition. So thank you very much, Graham Dempsey, for doing that. So head over to the bigdetectingshow.com or link on the Facebook page. Is it, Dave? Facebook pages?
It's on the Facebook page, on the Facebook group, Archaeology, Metal Detecting Magazine, Big Detecting Show, any of them. So you'll be able to find them absolutely part fine. In fact, if you go on to archmdmag.com or a big detecting show,
Yes.
there's links on there available so you can. It's my daughter. My daughter's watching it, saying, "Dad, you need a shave." Hold on a minute.
Thank God for that. I thought it was
I
my
had the
daughter.
proper shave last night.
Oh.
Unless it's your daughter.
Someone's asked, is the raffle free? Yes, it is free, and we won't send loads of spam emails on Viagra and everything because we got your details. We don't share your details with any other
Why?
third parties.
Can you get hold of Viagra?
No, the other one. And I can only get the suppository one as well. I can't get the
Okay.
one. So yeah, that's very kind of him to do that. Competition. There's another competition.
I trimmed my brows last night. I'm getting some grief here.
Dave, there's another really good competition which is totally free, where you can win a 600-700 quid metal detector, a good one, a new one, delivered to you. And that's TC Detects, Tony Kaywood's YouTube channel.
I haven't set this up. You have to bear with me now.
No, you don't have to. Well,
no, I'm doing it because Luke does it bob on, so I have to do it.
Dave, should we? Well, I'll talk about it afterwards. But basically, Tony Kaywood has got the new Rutus Atrex, which I have as well, and he's got a new one to give away. And Tony's channel has 1,000, just over 1,000 subscribers. And in his competition, I think you have to watch the videos and see something or do something. And there's 2 or 3 videos, but you would be in, I know what the odds are on this, roughly in my head. You would be in a very good chance of winning a metal detector if you enter this. So head over to Tony's YouTube channel, TC Detects, and you can get yourself a brand spanking new Rutus Atrex, which is a move on from the Rutus Salt 71, which, if you don't know about it, is a lightning quick machine. It's not your, it's on a comparable with a Deus, and it's designed, manufactured in Poland. I've met the guy who's developed it. It's a fantastic machine, one of my favourites. But the Atrex has got something up its sleeve, which me and Mr. Kaywood, it's a 71 frequency machine, but you manually have to change the frequencies. So I think you can go from 4 hertz to 17 hertz. So, but it's also, the new one's got a thing on it where you can look at the EMC. Sorry, Dave, if I'm boring you. You can measure.
Not boring me. I've just not got a clue what you're going on about.
There's a button on the bit like on the Deus. You can see the interference around you and pick the best frequency for your machine to be nice and quiet.
Wouldn't it be nice to have one of them in life where you just press a button to get rid of the interference around you, like people? But
Rutus, I'm testing it with Tony Kaywood, a new software update which no other metal detecting manufacturer has done to their machines via a software update. So that's going to be big news in the next few months or weeks, possibly. So that's really good. So head over to TC Detects and his YouTube channel, subscribe and follow all the stuff. Sorry, I am waffling on and I'm
It's all right. I found out all sorts. I inadvertently found out all sorts about TC this week, and I'm like in awe of him. I'm in awe of TC. I'm not going to let it slip, but I am in awe of his immenseness.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that picture I sent him late at night.
No, not the picture you sent him.
Will I not mention the website, but shall I mention what happened? Because it is quite funny. My son said I'm awful. Right, so for those watching, Tony Kaywood, obviously a YouTuber, posted a video late the other night on YouTube, and I saw it, and it was how to update your Rutus software in the field or with your mobile phone. So basically, you connect your phone wirelessly with your metal detector, and you can update the software or change it from basic to advanced. Tony did a lovely little video in his lounge, and he said, yeah, you do this, and he went on his browser and put the IP address. Well, I saw this and thought, I could have a bit of fun with this. So I did a screenshot of Tony's YouTube channel video, and I'm a little bit of a dab hand with Photoshop, and I decided to change one of the web address histories to a very inappropriate website that I'd never heard of.
That's got a hub in the title.
It's got a hub in the title. So I photoshopped it into the screenshot of Tony's YouTube channel, sent it to him and said, Tony, just so you know, great video. I really liked it. And that was it. And he then messaged me back, didn't look at the picture. He went, oh, great. Thanks, Adrian, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, Tony, you better go back and look at your photo I sent you. I think there's a website on there you might not want to see. I didn't hear anything for about 10 minutes. Bless him. I think Tony was in his tartan pajamas, ran down the stairs, turned his computer on, deleted the video off YouTube, then probably watched all of it, try and find this website that he'd been on. And then I felt bad and told him it was a joke. So, yeah, he had at the time, it was hilarious. But poor old Tony thought he'd been visiting websites that he shouldn't have done. I'm a bit naughty like that. So, sorry, Tony. I do send out a huge apologies.
I don't. George McDonald's in the chat. Hi, George. We give you a shout out earlier on. Thank you for the lovely email.
Yes.
Also, somebody I've never seen before, Paddy's cameraman is in the chat.
Interesting name.
Never met Paddy's cameraman before. Who's Paddy and why are you his cameraman?
Paddy? I had a dog called Paddy, but I had to get rid of it. Jeremy Beadle reincarnated as Adrian. I have done many Jeremy Beadles in my life. Not physically, but pranks. Yeah, I've done some good ones.
You got a little hand?
Yeah, I've got something small. Yes. So we told about Tony's TC channel.
I did. There's big news this week. One that I'm sure I think we need to discuss, Adrian. The hungry badger that dug up a stash of ancient Roman coins. See, mate, they're not all bad. There's some good in the world. Badgers who are archaeological geniuses. Look at him there.
That's
snuffling along.
It's got blood around its mouth. Human blood.
No, it hasn't, mate. It's got Roman coin in its fangs. Look at him. Dug up Roman coins. A genius. If it wasn't for him, history wouldn't have been saved.
Probably about 6 foot long, that is.
Yeah, but he's so lovely.
Does everyone out of interest when they're detecting detect over the badger holes? Because I do very, very cautiously. But they do dig, because obviously they go down, like 3-4 foot, sometimes 5 foot more. They do unearth some stuff. So
they do. Something I always remember brilliantly from when I was in the field archaeologically, one of the sites that we were on in Llanarmon in Lial in North Wales, say that when you're drunk, I can't say it when I'm sober. We were on a site there anyway. Mark Ollie, one of our guests in the coming weeks, he was the site manager. And we'd do what we were doing on a Saturday, go home, because it wasn't very far, an hour away. Come back the next morning, and all the chickens would have been in the pit because we'd obviously got rid of the top layer. And there's lots of nice things for them. Chickens in the soil. Oh my God, chickens are the world's greatest archaeologists. Scratching the things that they were scratching up, and honestly, you couldn't believe it. Absolutely mesmerizing what they'd bring up when you go back the next day and the chickens have been playing.
Yeah. Never thought of that. If I've got a load of crusty Romans, I should just chuck them in a pen
house.
What
you got to do? Open it, throw them in there, and give the chickens a composite pencil.
No, yes, and they can clean it. No, but yeah, you're right. Pecking away. You're right. They do.
Oh, Graham, that'd be brilliant. Why don't you have a French cockerel as your emblem,
or a mini composite cleaning pencil like helmet that fits on a chicken?
Mine was an in-joke with Graham.
I'm going to patent that. One thing we mustn't forget is our viewer who's not in the chat, I don't think, tonight. Apologies, because I can't see them all. Coop. Chicken
Co-op.
Is Darren Booth, who had his declared as treasure this week.
Let me bring that up. I did have that up, and I forgot to...
Gobboan Hoard, I think, 270 Roman coins he found.
There it is.
So well done, Darren, because it's a lovely... here we go.
337 silver Roman coins discovered in Gobowen in Shropshire. They were on a Mould Historic Society dig.
Do you live in a mould? No, you don't live in a mould, do you?
Mould. When I lived back home in Ellesmere Port, Mould was Airbus, where I served my time, my apprenticeship. I was 5 minutes from Mould, half an hour from Ellesmere Port where I live. Probably take me about 45 minutes to get there now. It's not far at all.
Yes, so well done, Darren. It's all over the press, that is. All over the press. More than the XP Deus 2.
Oh, Graham's got it. Maybe little composite insert attachments to fit on the chicken's feet.
I might try that. Composite cleaning pencil shoes.
Shane, the Staffordshire Searcher, asks, what should he do to me next time he drags me out? Keep it reasonable, folks. Nothing
That's
rude.
a very good question, actually. What machine have you've got? You're looking at a new machine, aren't you, David?
Yes, I am. I'm looking at either a Deus Lite or a Vanquish. Probably the 440 because there's no real difference other than the Bluetooth, is there? And I'm quite up what?
I'd go for the 540.
What's the difference? Because I plug my earphones in anyway. I'm happy with them.
Yeah, but if you want to resell it, it's more likely to hold its money more. Yeah, I suppose you'll find stuff with it. I mean, the Deus Lite, that's light. I'd go for a Vanquish if I were you.
I've had to play with Shane's on his Vanquish, and I quite enjoyed it. I really, really did like the fact it was that horseshoe button to turn the iron off.
It is very simple to use, and it's been Jerry to my friends since 1952 in the RAF. First detector 98 used Arado, same as on the detectors. Wow.
Did not get serious to switch sea fishing for dirt fishing until 1990. The rest is history.
Oh, lovely story.
It is.
Wow. That's mad.
Jerry, can we, because we're friends, would you like to join us one week and have a chat on the show? Even if it's for 10, 15 minutes or so, we'd love to have you. My
uncle was in the RAF in the 50s and he got into metal detecting. He bought a Garrett, I think it was, from America. I think I've gone through all this, but yeah. He was on Christmas Island, Jerry. Tell you what, I don't know if you know, yes, you do know that I'm a Freemason. Are you? And yeah, we were at there he is there. Where's my Freemason? There he is. Anyway, I was at one of the meetings, and we have a meal after the lodge, and we have the meeting, and there was a guy called Sandy sat with us. I don't think he's with us anymore, but Sandy was Christmas Island on one of the naval destroyers that they had to sit there when they were setting off the nuclear bombs on Christmas Island. And he had to sit there with just hand over his eyes while to test the explosions. And some of the things he was telling me, and the suffering he's had since, and the people who were on the boat with him that he knows he would suffer too, phenomenal. Some of the things he'd done for progressing the world. We used to build sheds out of asbestos, didn't we, in garages you did. And I remember when I was about 11, my mate in the school summer holidays was helping his dad saw up the old asbestos roof on the garage and make a couple of rabbit hutches out of it. So they're sawing it up, covered in this white asbestos. I think he's still alive, actually. He's called Adrian. You know who you are. I thought you meant the rabbit was still alive. No. But Christmas Island, my uncle was telling me how after the bomb had gone off, it had killed a lot of fish. And him and his mates used to take them out of the sea because they were freshly dead, cook them and eat them. Covered in, it's bizarre, isn't it? But yeah, we move on. Shane's actually got a new video out today because Shane's currently in confinement. His daughter's got COVID, and he's got a bit of a sniffle as well, I think. But he's put a new video about site research, I think it is. Shane, tell me if I'm wrong. So have a look on the Staffordshire Searcher site, and he's got some good stuff on there about tides and stuff like that. So have a look at that. Have you been on YouTube a lot because you've been ill, Dave? Oh no, you haven't had internet. You've been reading books.
You funny guy. I tell you what I have done, and I've got to put. Now I'm able to do the review, actually write it. Well, it's written on my computer. I've just got to upload it and play with it. The Artifacts of England and United Kingdom, Bennett's 2021. Oh, it's just better every time you look at that. Salivate on it. But the thing is, you see with these books, Adrian, I'm looking at things, I'm like, oh my God, I've got one of them. And you can talk yourself in. It's nice to identify. We've discussed all this with that and finds identified. But when you're looking at something and you're talking yourself into it, and it's actually not, it's a bit of shit. But you're talking yourself into it.
Yeah.
Like what's in the book.
I think it's good though, because it's not going to get published if it's wrong. Whereas I think I've said this before.
No. I'm not saying that the book's wrong. I'm saying I'm looking at it. I'm thinking I've got something, and it's just a bit of scrap. But I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to talk. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So you weren't here last week. I got that recently.
Ooh.
Coins of England.
That's nice. Is that the new Sphinx?
Yeah, and I'm the same with that. I go through there, find a coin. Is it fine? Is it very fine? Is it? And the difference is in prices. And when you look at some of them, like 40, 50 grand, that's life changing. I know we hear of coins going for like millions of pounds and stuff, but not that we do it for the money, but it's mad, isn't it? To think you can just dig up a coin and it's like 50 grand if you wanted to sell it. Have you got this? Have you got this month?
No, but when I went to the post office yesterday, McCall's, I don't know if you have them down south.
Yes, we do. We do actually.
Obviously, went into the post office there, and I put my things through the thing, and I turned around, turned around, and he was looking at me, but Gary Blackwell.
Was he buying 40 Rothmans and a bottle of rum?
No, he was on the front page of the Treasure Hunting magazine.
Was he buying them all up, the Treasure Hunting magazines?
No, it was. He lives many, many miles from me.
Does he?
It was just him on the cover of the magazine. Yeah.
Oh.
Gary lives down south, doesn't he? He's Bristol way or something, isn't
he? Yeah. And then in here you got oh no, not that. When my review on the Deep Tech Vista.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which I've lent to someone today to take out. I found that gold noble with it, didn't I?
I tell you what, they obviously quite active on Facebook, the Deep Vista group, and some of the finds that people are pulling up and it's fantastic.
I know it amazes me because they're only a little company like Rootus and stuff like that, but everyone who's bought one loves it, and it's so basic. It's like you could probably make it if you had the time and patience. I don't know about the coil. But the amount of people I know who've bought one and they're loving it, absolutely loving it. And I think it sort of, the screens, the displays and all the tones is lovely now. And I like it on the new machines. But if you just want to turn on a machine and go metal detecting without any technology, that's the way to go. And it works. I hats off to them. They're really cracking little machines. I enjoy mine very, very much.
We've been doing along with Kerry. She's been supervising the project. We've been having a bit of a focus group going on over the past week where we've been looking at a lot of different things. And I'm quite surprised by the amount of things that I didn't realize were available, i.e. metal detectors that were still going. Metal detectors that I found, I messaged you and I said, did you ever heard of them?
That one, yeah.
Things like that, organizations and insurance companies and the amount of things that are actually available for detectorists. When I was doing a little search, just a couple of days searching, I was quite shocked at the amount of things I was actually finding, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's a guy probably about 10 miles from me that makes his own metal detectors and sells them online. They're not on Facebook or YouTube or eBay. He's just got a little tiny website, and he sells metal detectors, and he designs them, single frequency machines. But yeah, there's people out there who do stuff, and you get the right machine on the right day, you'll smash everyone, whether they've got multi-quad frequency or whatever.
Remember when we were at Rodney Cook, and there was that guy, he'd done it for a number of years, but took a step away from ill health and then come back, and he's been making the headphones. Remember?
Yeah.
We spoke to him. They were fantastic, them bits of kit, weren't they?
Yeah.
And I can't for the life of me remember what his name was. A Welsh fella, anyway.
You're not talking about Mind Lab Mao, are you? He makes headphones.
Is he Welsh?
I can't remember because someone put something in my drink and I couldn't hear very well at detectable. But yeah, no, it's. I think the only thing at the moment is this. I saw it on Sunday on my club dig. People who've got a new metal detector went out in the field, and they're there for like 2 or 3 hours. Didn't find much. Musket ball, couple of crotal bell, and that, and went home. Now, what they might have had to go home for Sunday dinner, but I hope it's not. I don't know. You've just got to work at it with this hobby. You just got to put the hours in. Like people say to me, "Oh, you find loads of stuff. Oh, you always find good stuff." Well, yeah, that's because I'm doing like 16 hours.
Yeah.
At the weekend and in the week. You know, some people only go out for 2 or 3, and that's one thing that sort of, I wouldn't say worries me in the hobby a bit, but with the way technology is evolving so quickly at the moment, and so many new machines coming out with so many new technologies, we're almost getting a little bit complacent like we are with cars. So we've got a brand new Ford Focus, and then the new hybrid Focus comes out or whatever, and we get that, and then we get another one. Whereas to understand a metal detector, you really need to have it for a long time to understand it and learn it. So, you know, I've got the Deus 2 at the moment, and people are going, how is it? How is it? I'm like, yeah, it's all right. It's good. But, well, would you buy one? Well, no. Why not? Well, I've only had it for like a month. So give it 6 months. I'll tell you how I'm getting on. But you need to. I'm only just getting my head round what the hell is it? Machine I've got. God, I forgot what it is. Oh, the Quest Q60. Yeah. I've had that for nearly a year, and the Q30. I'm just getting to grips with that. So the Deus is going to take 6 months. So you could probably have. I won't mention brands. You could probably have a basic Vanquish or a basic Simplex or a Garrett Apex. And if you get to know your machine well and understand the tones, you could probably smash it against a machine that's 3 times the price, as long as you learn it well. And I think we're becoming a bit, not IKEA-ish, but sort of like that, where we're sort of buying a machine, using it, the better one's coming out, getting another one, which is all good for the industry. Actually, dealers are going to probably kill me for saying this, but buy 2 or 3, you know, just have your... And I think that's one good thing about the Deus 2. If you beach detect or you field detect, you've got the same machine. So same as the Equinox. But if you've got 2 single frequency machines, you've got to learn both of them. So waffle over.
A few people, including Graham Dempsey, have said that the chap with the earphones was Tony Maz.
That's it.
There you go.
Yeah.
I went blank. Listen, we've got a load of other people, new people I've not seen in the chat room before. So thank you for popping on the show. We usually have a guest on. Sadly, they've been a little bit poorly, so they've not been able to join us tonight. Fleeting Glimpse. That's a new one. Tidy Treasure Hunter, that's Steve Pettickins, admitting that he makes a noise like a donkey giving birth when he moves around in the bath. Okay. We've got, obviously, a lot of people who join us quite regularly. Hello to all of you. You know who you are. Devon Digger Daz. He's in the chat. Steve Cord from Barry in South Wales. If you want to shout out and you haven't joined us before, just say hello in the chat and we'll give you a shout out. Jerry says he found a Lord Baltimore copper 1656 penny Tower Mint that is now back in America, having been found in Bristol, having travelled back to the UK from America. It has some corrosion, but fetched $18,000.
Wow.
Good Lord. Tremendous.
One thing I was going to ask about, which we might as well raise it now, if people have got any questions for us to ask when we...
I've noticed I've got
when we have the NCMD on, and when I mean questions, I mean like, why aren't you doing this? Why is your cartoon look like Postman Pat on YouTube or whatever? Just genuine questions like, are they going to help speed up the treasure process? Because do you know what, Dave? It's nearly 3 years since I found that ring, and I'm still chasing it. And they've told me I can have it back, but now I've got to wait for the coroner. So, you know, it's all good reporting. And because Darren Booth, I think that was over 3 years. No, 4, wasn't it? 2017?
Hey, I can find that. Still got it up.
I know there's COVID and things going on, but
doesn't say on the BBC article.
I think it's 2017. Is he in the chat, Darren? No, he's probably out in Ayia Napa, probably with all the money, because he came across as that sort of guy. He's into raving and DJing, but yeah, it'd be good to have those kind of things pop up. Questions, that's what we like, don't we, David?
Yeah, we like questions. And if you do have any questions or anything you'd like to include in the show, any thoughts on the show, contact us via the Big Detecting Show, and Adrian will get back with you.
Sorry, I was just reading Kerry's chat. Why do I keep whistling? I don't know. I think I've got a tick.
You got new teeth?
No, I haven't. No, not yet. I'm waiting for that. Probably be another couple of years till I get those. But
Steve Cord is on his way back from Hayling Island hunting World War II relics. They had a mock D-Day landing there. He found 40mm 3 anti-aircraft bullets. Tremendous.
Nice. Very, very nice. I love finding World War II stuff. Absolutely love it. Love it. Don't know what it is. School thing, I think, growing up. The machine gunners, remember that, Dave?
Oh, mate, love that. Didn't they have like this big, slower than average adults who carried everything around for them?
Where you going now, then?
Where you going now?
Wait, where you going now, then? And they used to get him to do things like lift heavy things and stuff
like the gun.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. But
it is on YouTube.
It's not very good quality. I think it's like...
Sadly, it's not, no.
Yeah. But that's the sort of programs we should have, because Grange Hill's coming back. Oh, sorry. I've just got South Coast Detective, Aaron. With so many companies making multi-frequency detectors, where do you see the hobby going in 5 years' time? I still think that VLF, it's still got its day. And I think in ploughed field, there's a big thing with multi-frequency in, I think I mentioned this the other day, when you've got a freshly ploughed field and you've got like air pockets, multi-frequency struggles, whether it's an Equinox or a Deus or Apex. The multi-frequency does have its ups and downs, but overall good. But VLF, I think, will continue to grow. And I think Dilek from Knock to Macro said that. She said the Simplex isn't dead and other machines, VLF isn't dead. I see things changing in the next 5 years to be more like our phones. So like I said it the other week on the show, voice activated, and also the camera. You can quite easily, like we have dash cams in our cars, I can see the next big manufacturer, whether it's Garrett or Mine Lab or Nocta or whoever, a little tiny camera or a little tiny camera in your control box with like a little swivel head that connects to your phone, and you can video whilst you're detecting, face recognition, taking photos of finds. I mean, come on, that we all hate getting our phone out or GoPro when we're detecting. So why not have it all built in? So you get a really nice find, you can take a photo on your detector, and then you can just Wi-Fi it to your computer or Google Drive or Dropbox.
Can I not have that option because it do me adding even more?
You'd have a cine film that you just cassette, or like a disc camera cartridge, like disc cameras, you slot it in. Then when you get home, you go to the chemist, they develop it. But yeah, I see it. I think voice activation. Yeah, look. Yeah, Aaron, the Knox struggled at detectable. Put it in single frequency, and it's usable. Yeah, so it just goes to show that multi-frequency is what's amazing.
Steve Cord says it. Oh, there you go. The Vanquished a beast on the single shingle. Shit.
Shingle.
Couldn't speak then. Yeah, Phil Will says, here's a question for you. Oh, actually, let me go back to Aaron's question about where we see ourselves in 5 years metal detecting wise. I think the hobby itself in 5 years' time may be very, very different. Obviously, the organizations that represent us have got a hell of a lot of work to do. But I see that being the issue in 5 years' time. Will the hobby be as it is, given all the external politics? And I don't mean politics within the metal detecting community. I mean the political landscape, the political world. Where will we be in 5 years? Will they try and outlaw the hobby? Will they try and make it illegal, less licensed?
Yeah, this is why it would have been nice to have the NCMD on tonight, because they are serious questions, which a lot of people probably don't think about a lot. We could lose our hobby. We could any minute, but like any hobby. Just quickly, Philip Wills, why can't you hear detectors when they work on frequencies in our hearing range? Well, for one, men and women have different hearing ranges. So if you want to test that out, go on Google Play and download a sound frequency app, and you can have great fun in the office at work, like I did, running high-pitched frequencies that only women can hear, but men can't. So the women in the office were going, "What's that noise? What's that noise?" And all the men are going, "What noise? What noise?" It's a really good app, and it's piercing, really piercing on the ears. So the women in the office are going, "Oh," and the blokes are like looking.
It's not about frequency though; it's about sound levels, isn't it? Because when I've been looking in the past at like
modulation,
modulation. What's it called?
I'll get my
infrasound. When I've been looking at infrasound in the past, when I was taking part in other hobbies, and Aaron Wade will back me up here. Infrasounds you can't hear, but you can feel, or you don't realise that you feel them, and they cause issues in the physiology. So it's down to, as you said, modulation. Good word, that. I wouldn't be able to remember that word. It is.
Because, we talk.
I won't read that one out. That's got to be Rob Random.
No, it might be. If that was a link,
there is one for you. Simon Hadlow still has his C-Scope VLF 990B. So how long ago was that released?
I haven't got a clue. Probably, I think mid-80s. But you could take that C-Scope in Kent and they'd service it for you still.
C-Scope VLF.
So go on, Dave, Google it. Let's have a quiz.
I'm doing. I can't spell C-Scope. VLF.
Actually, that's interesting.
Sorry? In fact, there's loads actually. I've just put C-Scope VLF in, and it's like 770D, 1200, 950D, 990. Let's go for the 990B. So, therefore, hold on. How do we do that? There. So, as I say, I've Googled C-Scope VLF and look at them all there. So therefore, and I apologise to Martin and the team at C-Scope, VLF has therefore been around for a while with C-Scope.
Sorry, you're going on about sound frequencies and vibrations. Yeah. I read a really good book. Have you heard of sick building syndrome?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, it's where you work in an office building, whether it's it became very prominent in the 60s and 70s when people would work in an office building, go in their office, sit down, and they would feel sick, throw up, dizzy, faint, and they couldn't work it out. And it's where sound between the towers resonates. So you could have a building site, and it causes frequency and vibrations.
And do you know how to get around that? Build a Faraday cage within the room or the building, which is basically running a copper wire in like your 3D cube,
Yeah.
running a copper wire in that shape around that room, and it'll block out the resonation. It'll cut the wave out. That's what a Faraday cage is for. Boom!
I've got physics GCSE, and Faraday cage rings a bell, but I will make one this weekend, Dave.
I'm pretty sure that in some way we've spoke about it recently, where Faraday cages, in some respects, are involved within a metal detector somehow. Pretty sure,
well,
so it doesn't affect. So it goes down. I can't remember the exact. I'm sure it's been mentioned recently in regards to metal detecting.
Well, yeah, because we have EMC regulations. Like, we moan about electrical frequencies affecting our metal detectors, but manufacturers have to also test to make sure theirs doesn't affect, other things, even though we are out in a field. I did probably about 8 years ago have a machine that when I turned it on, I think this was digital TV, the signal went awful on the television. I can't remember I won't say what make it was, because I think they still make it, but when I turned it on in the garden, the telly went all fuzzy. So the kids are like watching He-Man or whatever kids watch today, Scooby-Doo probably. It could have been Scrappy-Doo. And it all went fuzzy, and I had to turn it off. So, yeah. It's so much when you're developing a metal detector. They're really,
yeah.
So much.
Eagle-Eyed DJ. Why does he call himself Eagle-Eyed DJI?
I wouldn't mind, James, but you don't even bloody have an MP3 player or a DVD, CD player in your car.
And he hasn't exactly got an eagle eye, has he?
No. I think DJs... I might have a North Eye. I've never noticed, but what's he asked?
As we're doing shout-outs, can say a big hello to Jenny Taylor, who's watching tonight.
What? Eagle-Eyed DJ said that?
Yeah, it's the bottom of the screen, look, under us.
Oh,
there you are. There she is.
Yeah, that's an interesting picture of him.
Hello to Lee Hull. I hope you're well, Lee, and Sally.
Hi, Lee. Yeah. McGrath is in the chat.
Yeah, Paul, hello. Aaron Weedle says he used to get like that last place he worked. Nothing to do with frequency. He's just sick of the place. Jerry missed the start of the show tonight. No, Jerry, no NCMD tonight. Alan, unfortunately, isn't very well tonight, so we're postponing for a couple of weeks, but they will be on in the very, very short term. Who else is there? Terry Wallace. Just to let you know, because I'm still on cloud nine, I found my first coin and button on Sunday just gone on my second dig ever. Thank you to his group DCDD. So that will be dirty, cheeky detector dudes.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at Gareth Howard's. He's complaining that He-Man is not very binary inclusive. No, I do.
Whoa. Got to stop you there. Have you not watched the new He-Man that's been made by Kevin Smith? Because it is, and it's mint. And it swears and everything. Have you not watched it on Netflix?
Oh.
It's a continuation of the original series. It's not like another side thing. It's an original Kevin Smith from the film Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah. Oh,
he's made it. Oh, mate, it's mint. Honestly, even I watched it.
I used to like that, and the Cats.
Oh yeah, the C-Scope VLF 990B was released in 1984.
I weren't far off. I said mid-80s, didn't I? I think.
Were you about to say Thundercats?
Thundercats, yeah, Thundercats. Oh, Paul Bancroft, yeah, Alan, yeah, he's in hospital.
I don't know if he's in hospital. It's just he was. He's obviously not up to coming on the show tonight. He was 100%.
Yeah.
So wish him all the best, whatever, and hope to see him in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Dave,
Adrian,
have you been watching much YouTube on your phone while sitting on the back step? When you
a little bit. There's a few YouTubers I watch, but most of them irritate me, so I don't watch them.
There's a really interesting one. Some people, it might not be their cup of tea, but for me it was. So I don't know what that says about you. But there's a guy on YouTube.
YouTube?
No, not YouTuber. That's a different channel.
That's something that Terry K would watch, isn't it?
It's called Holz Hammer Sagas. That's HOLZ Hammer Sagas, SAGAS. And I'll tell you what, he is what one would call a gent detecting. He's I think I sent you a link to him a few weeks ago. He's very well spoken. He's got a Deus Light, I think, and he detects quite a lot. He's got fantastic permissions in Norfolk, but he's just launched a new metal detecting channel called Metal Detecting Finds UK, and he's a lovely guy. He's not got like sponsorship plastered everywhere. He doesn't wear a "buy your metal detector from here" hat and all that. No, Metal Detecting Finds you. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Just put. Can you put a quick one of him on, because he's very interesting.
Certainly. Let's go for that one. There you go.
He's got a lovely dog.
Oh, do you know what? I despise fucking adverts. Sorry.
Ouch. You got sound or?
Hold on. I don't know how to do that. How does Luke do that? Hold on a minute. Let me pause that.
I can hear him.
Can you hear him?
Vaguely.
How does Luke do that?
Anyway, just show his channel, because he showed a video on his new one, Metal Detecting Finds UK, on how to clean coins the other day. And I think Graham Dempsey's been in touch. But he's a really interesting guy, and I love his channel. You see, he's got no dislikes.
Hold on. Let me mute me and you.
We still can't hear it, Dave, but they're great videos.
Thought you were muted as well, but you're not.
I was.
Tell you what, he's a very well-spoken gent, isn't he?
Yeah, for those, and so is Darren Booth. But yeah, I watch a few channels. He's not got millions of subscribers, but if you want to watch something that's nice, and especially his metal detecting finds, he finds a lot of Roman coins and he cleans them. Not with the composite cleaning pencil stuff. He uses other stuff, but I think he's going to be using composite cleaning because of the benefits of it. But yeah, lovely little channel, which he's got a lovely little dog as well, and it's very nice. So I recommend that one to you.
TC says great video production on his vids. I'll have to look him. Here's somebody new I've not seen before, the Rusty Detectorist. Adrian, thanks for his prize.
Don't know what that was.
Can you tell us who you are, please? Don't know who you are.
Yeah. Aaron, yes, I know they hide the dislikes.
Get with the program, Grandad.
Yeah, I know they hide the dislikes. That's why I said it.
Who does?
YouTube.
Does it?
Yeah. Because it was getting abused. Pretty much.
Fair play.
You used to be able to buy them.
I'm not au fait with YouTube, to be honest, Adrian. I've tried and failed to do videos. I've done a few. I tend to rather be behind the scenes and talk about vermin. Talk about historical locations and do videos on that. But I haven't personally got the technology to what I can see in my head. What I want to do, I can't do it because I haven't got drones and such like.
Yeah, I think
to do the videos I'd like to do. I'd do more possibly then, but I won't do metal detecting videos because I am absolutely appalling at them.
Yeah, I think it's each to their own. Me sitting in front of, like, driving 400 miles tonight, getting to the studio or makeup and all that doesn't bother me. But videoing in the field, hats off to all the YouTubers like Aaron who does it, because some people want to know about a machine and want to know what it looks like. And
don't get me wrong, Adrian. I'll never disrespect a YouTuber.
No.
90% of them are good. Some of them are absolutely atrocious. I don't know why they're even breathing. Never mind making YouTube videos.
Yeah, but
that's everything. That's bloody kids opening Kinder eggs and bloody stuff like that. Never mind.
I'm talking about detecting. It's just so
yeah. It's something that people take to, but not for me.
I never thought, probably 30 years ago, I'd be laying in bed at night listening to a bloke and watching a bloke walking around a field for 20 minutes digging holes, and beep, 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 beep. That's not very nice of her, is it, saying that with a glamorous photo? Yeah.
Adrian, it's Rob who won the Artifact Draw book on the draw, and he met me at DetectorCon. Hello, Rob.
All right, Rob. Ah, yes, rusty detectorist. Yes.
You haven't got a clue, have you?
No. It does ring a bell, actually. I think he's spelled my name wrong.
DCDD, Devon, Cornwall, Dorset Detecting. So it's not deviance close to Dorset Detecting.
Have you seen the time?
But it was 9:05.
We could do that Nocta quiz because Aaron's in the chat.
Or shortly we can spin the wheel.
I haven't changed the questions.
We won't spin the wheel.
I could do that Nocta quiz if you want.
What's the Nocta quiz? Do the Nocta quiz. Because I ain't got a clue. I've not been able to open the file that you sent me.
Computer. Right. This is
Have you done the share file thing?
Yeah. Oh, it's uploading. Uploading. Uploading.
Well, while we wait, let's just throw the Archaeology and Metal Detecting magazine promo on, because Luke said, Dave, we forgot about this. So visit ArcMD Mag. That is a blooming awesome video, that, isn't it?
Yes, it is. That is nice.
Not only Aaron from Nocta Macros in the chat, but I've just noticed that Scott DeBay's there as well.
Well, here you go. So this is a filler for when me and Dave are tired. Oh, it works.
It works.
Right, this is the pinpoint quiz.
Right, so what do you want me to do? Oh, you're doing it. Oh, that's all right. I don't have to do it.
You just sit there in your pants. Who was this field test in Treasure Hunting magazine originally carried out by? It's not me, but it's someone who's very commonly known in the hobby. And how can I put it? How could we put it? He has a dog, and he's a YouTuber.
He's a male YouTuber with a dog.
Yeah. No, it's not Tony Kaywood. No.
I can't say Digger Dawn either.
No.
Because that's a she.
He's very outspoken.
Oh, it can't be him then.
Yes, well done, Tony Kaywood.
Stephen Gray.
Stephen Gray.
How did I not get that?
Yeah, Stephen Gray. Right, next one. What year is this Nocta pre-macro website? Ooh. So you've got the Golden Sense metal detector there. So this is their original website. What year?
2012.
They've come a long way, haven't they, Nocta? You think where they were from here, and now they're Nocta Macro, where the two companies merged.
2012.
I'm just checking. It hasn't got a date on it.
John Clayton says 2016. Philip Wells says 2006. TC says 2013. Eagle Eye DJI 2017.
1988. Philip Wills is about right. Yeah.
South Coast Detecting 2014. Dig It Down 1999. Down in the Ground 2012. I got it right. I said that.
Yeah. So people were close. People were close.
What have I won?
Nothing. And look, if you look at the below, that's their latest site. So how things are moved on. Really nice photography. And you've got the legend, which a lot of people are very excited about.
Clamoring.
Right. I'll be impressed if someone knows what this is. I'll be very impressed. I might even give away something like a half-broken crotal bell.
Is it the...
It's the...
it's not white. It's Nocta Macro. What the Nocta Macro machine is it?
It's Nocta, not Macro.
Nocta.
It's a Nocta machine.
It's the Racer 1.
No. I probably shouldn't have put that in there.
The Force Relic.
Who said that?
Adam Weedle.
It is. He's
close.
Aaron's pretty much bang on because the Force Gold was similar to the Relic. So, yeah.
Well, I like this, Adrian.
Right. What machine is this? It's a Nocta machine again.
It's the...
Fairly recent.
The name of it. Racer.
Lot of people.
Impact. Dig It Down says Impact. South Coast Detective says Impact. Gareth Howard said Block Off. That was Bulgarian, that one. Team Garrett says Fours. Tidy Treasurer says Impact.
It is. It's the Nocta Impact.
It is the Impact.
Which was quite an amazing machine at the time when it came out. Still a good machine.
Dig It Down's got one.
Yeah. So,
what's next? Make and model of it. Is it the Treasure Vision imaging?
I'll tell you
Nocta?
What. When this came out, the adverts for it and everything, it was like, I mean, now it looks like something you wouldn't really buy.
Invenio Mark 1.
No. I want to buy one. If anyone's got one, they're selling one. I want one because it looks very in place for the current climate in this country with all the colours.
It's not a Garrett, people. Is it a Garrett?
It might be David. It might be David.
Sorry, I thought you were doing all Nocta Macro stuff.
I was, but this is a bit of a... I'm so crazy.
Now they've said Garrett, I'll go with Garrett because of the colour scheme. So is it the Garrett CT7 Spectrum?
That is too.
Garrett 2500.
Whey!
Well done.
Look at
Philip
that.
Wells.
Well done.
Philip Wells and the Rusty Detectorist.
Yeah, it does look like Donkey Kong. That's what I love about it. I think, but yeah, cracking machine, really. So,
whose shaft is this?
Not whose shaft, but what detector shaft is that? I've only gone up to 4 inches because that's all I can handle in the camera.
4 inches.
Yeah. I reckon this is an easy one. But those who quite often open their shaft up.
Nocta Macro Simplex. Someone says they're Knox. David Hasselhoff Mark 1. Impact again. Simplex again. There's a great idea for a machine feature. Tetris or Snake so you can play when hiding from the rain. Garrett, Euro Ace, or the Vanquish. Simplex.
There you go. With the old coil, I think.
So you'll knock the macro quiz.
Hang on, I've got one more.
Garrett in it.
Yeah, just because I'm that kind of guy. I like a bit of craziness in my life.
Wow, man. What detector control box? Is it the Nocta Racer? Garrett GTI 3500. Simplex, Deus, Amplex, Sumplex, Atrex, Legend.
Yeah.
The Impact had the cable in the side, the shaft. Gold Mask.
Golden Mask. I've got one of those.
Amphibio.
I'm quite surprised, actually.
XP Gold Max.
No one's got it. I don't think. No. Oh, someone's got it.
Dowsing rods.
Someone's got it.
Go on then.
Ta-da! You all right?
Yeah, I can hear me little lad crying for some reason. I think.
Did he think it was an amphibio?
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
Do you want to go and check? Oh dear. I hope David's all right. Oh, maybe his son's something out. So that was the end of that. So we get rid of that. Is he all right, Dave?
Bloody Mrs. Sadler's watching someone on telly and there's a baby crying. She got the sound on fucking full blast.
Call the midwife, probably. So thank you. If you liked that quiz, we could.
I don't know what it was. What was the last one then? What was the control box?
Guess, Dave. It was the Simplex Plus.
Okay.
Adrian, do you set the questions for the Christmas staff work quiz? I'll tell you what, Gareth, you do make me laugh, mate. He does. No, because it would be really inappropriate, and in this day and age, I would get sacked. So, but yeah, it'd be good if we did one each week on that. We could do a White's one, we could do a Garrett one, we could just for a bit of fun. So yeah, wouldn't hurt, would it, Dave?
Someone's just remind me Liverpool are playing. Oh, and Arsenal are down to 10 men.
And Graham Dempsey's in the chat. Oh, he was. So yeah, we could do one. The Eagle Eye DJ could do one on the Quest, even though they haven't got that vast a range and been going that long.
I like that, Adrian. It was a nice little addition. That.
Yeah, I think I did that in my lunch break at work because I was.
Get bored. Yourself a stockpile of pictures, and throw 5 in at a go.
I got plenty of pictures. All the machines I've
machines.
Yeah, detectors. But yeah, we could
not stuff that Tony Kaywood looks at.
No. And if you just joined the show and you want to know about that, rewind back to about 23 minutes, and that'll explain my awful prank I did on Tony Kaywood, which I can only but apologise because.
No, you can't.
Well, my wife said it was cruel. You said it was mint. But
it was mint.
To get someone to, I know how long it takes to upload a YouTube video, and poor old Tony had to delete it and re-upload it because he thought I'd put something on there which was inappropriate. He'd put something on there which was inappropriate. But at the same time, my son did say, Tony, you should have known that wouldn't be on your phone. But obviously it is somewhere because you deleted the video. But anyway, no. So where are we, David?
It might have been Mrs. Kaywood on the computer. You never know.
Yeah, could have been. Where are we? 21. We could do a spin the wheel, or if anyone's got any questions. There was something I wanted to ask, and I can't remember what it was. It's something about the legend. And Aaron, he's probably gone to bed now, but there was Aaron Evo 6000. He's put in the chat on the last detector. There was something I was going to ask him about the legend. Oh, if he's there. But if he's not, it doesn't matter.
Ask.
The additional power pack that slots on the back of the Legend where there's a mould for it to go, has or will. Good, Aaron. So have or will you be getting one of those? And if not, when will Knock to Macro be bringing that out? Because you could pretty much detect for a week, I reckon. With
it's just like an additional one that you like, just in case.
It's like a power bank that slots. It's a really good idea. Slots on the back of the detector because so many. It has a battery in it. Yes.
It's random, that is.
Yeah,
it's dead random, isn't it? I've got cramps. Sorry, I'll be overeating this. Oh. Just destroying the office as well. Anyway, spin the coil.
No, I don't have one yet. I might get one. Not sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just interested. Who's this? Let's ask Aaron a question on here.
Aaron Weedle. Question to you. People in the chat. In fact, they can all say it. It's not just to Aaron, it's to anyone. What is your detecting drink? What's yours, Adrian?
Tidy Treasure Hunters said that it should be the same as the Cruiser, which, it probably will be. I don't know.
Mine's cans of Pepsi Max or flavoured bottled water, like peach flavoured. Sparkling. Has to be sparkling.
Mine's just Sheridan's Cointreau or 2020.
Bit of Mad Dog. Bit of Thunderbird.
Yeah, Thunderbird.
Anyone else?
Hand sanitizer, though. That's Digger Dawn. Hot chocolate.
It is. True story.
Yeah, it is a true story. Dawn went on at Christmas, Dave, on YouTube after our show just before Christmas, and people saying ask her a question. And I said, mention the hand sanitizer, and she ignored it. Right, let's go for
question 2. Show us your gold dance, Adrian.
It's sort of it's sort of I don't know why I do it, but when I have found gold, the last time I found gold, did I do a dance? Eagle Eye DJ, did I do a dance? I think I just swore a lot, but last time there is a video on not on YouTube somewhere. I tend to put my hand on my head. Looks like I've got a burn there. And I just sort of run around in a dance.
Bit of an Irish jig thing going on.
Like an Irish jig hopping. I don't know where it came from. Well, it's obviously come from the Gold Gods, but I did. It's a like a hopping dance. But I think most of the time now I should dance, but I swear a lot. So does James. We just swear a lot at each other and keep going like that. Just swear a lot. But yeah. And
I haven't got one.
No, yeah.
Mine will probably end up with some like big belly flop into a muddy lake or something. Oh, are you a member of a club, Adrian?
Yes.
And it's called?
The Chunky Monkey. Oh, Metal Detecting Club. Yeah, Braintree Metal Detecting Club. Yeah.
And mine's Tempest. So therefore, if anyone wants to give a shout out to their club in the chat, we can do that as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Dave, you've gone all hissy.
Have I? Hissy? I was going.
Oh.
I'm trying to think what my favourite find is. Because the Hammonds that I found are all crap. They're not brilliantly able to see them. So it's probably for me, I think I'll have to say the I think there's about 10 Jettons that I found as part of a Jetton hoard that they won't class as a hoard, but there's about 90 odd Jettons in it. What about you?
Mine changes. Mine's like food, so like it changes like weekly or monthly. So
can I just say as well, this is one of the things and issues that I have. Where we found that hoard, and there was multiple other relics and coins found there, some fascinating things. I'm not going to go into detail about where it is, but it was a friend of mine's permission. We travel there quite regularly. Him and another friend were there all the time. And then a metal detecting, your paper day digs, one of them. They turned up on there. He's obviously been kicked from the site. And they were claiming that the site had never been detected yet. We have got probably between the three of us over 1,000 finds on finds.org. So
wow.
That piddles me off somewhat.
I think mine is. I don't like saying it really, but I think it's that ring, that medieval bishop's ring. Probably because I thought it was a kid's toy ring. I don't know why, and wore it and didn't tell James, who I had to tech with for about an hour. And even when I got home, I didn't tell the farmer until the next day because I thought it weren't worth much. But yeah, it's probably that. Not because of the value, but it's beautiful and it is nice and it's got a bit of history.
Cool.
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes. Sorry, can I just quickly go back, Dave? Eagle Eye DJ said favourite find. Mine is a footpath sign that was broken, which has got Essex written on it, which is now in my back garden near the barbecue, and also a reindeer antler, which was one of Father Christmas's.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a metal detecting find, does it? Favourite find. This will tell you a lot about a person. Favourite overall condiment. We've not had this one before.
No. It's got to be salt.
Really?
Yeah. Overall.
That's dead boring.
No, it's not, because the Romans had a lot of salt, and you'll notice I don't say salt. I say salt because I come from Essex. Salt, S-A-W-T. Whereas you say salt, do you?
Salt.
I should say salt, but I say salt. Yeah, it's got to be. I like reggae sauce. I like Nando's stuff. I don't know what it is.
Peri mint sauce. Mate, I'll have mint sauce on chips. Love mint sauce. I have it on beef. I have it on pork. I have it on chicken. I have it on turkey. On my Christmas dinner. On chips. Steak. Mint sauce.
I mean, chili sauce. But I tell you what, I'll do a diary from tomorrow of every single condiment I use on dishes throughout the year, and I'll get back to you. I'll create a bar chart. But I reckon it's salt. But I like chili sauce as well.
Have you ever tried? Do you ever have down by you Donna meat and chips?
Yes.
Yeah. So when you go there, you get your Donna meat and chips, right? Say to the guy who's doing it, throw me some raw onions on, please. Just that, right? Raw onions, Donna meat and chips. Get home, make a cup of bisto, pour it on it, bit of mint sauce, best lamb dinner you'll ever have. Promise you, Adrian. Promise you. It's the Dave Sadler lamb dinner. Ooh, John Jerry. Look at that one. What his favourite find?
Wow. That is fantastic, John. Oh, wow. 1311 AD. St Mary's Church, Wigmore, Somerset. He dropped it in his... Oh, brilliant. Oh, sorry. Above that, more importantly, Aaron's put HP sauce. Yes, I love HP sauce. And HP fruity as well. Oh, I'm hungry now. Ooh.
Steve Petticoon's favourite find. It's on the bottom of the screen, Adrian. Bottom of the screen underneath me. Oh, there it is.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Crikey.
Down in the ground.
Wow, first ever find. Crikey.
Dig it down.
I tell you what, I told you what I found on New Year's Day, didn't I?
I don't even know what day it is today.
1920 sixpence. No, not 20, 22. 1922 sixpence on New Year's Day I found. And that's my lucky sixpence.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I was quite chuffed about that.
I found one in me Christmas pudding.
Yeah, I thought that someone's punched you, but never mind.
No, it was a bridge and the bridge fell out. I've got to have a screw-in type now instead.
Dave, who was it? Someone contacted us about stickers.
They contacted you about stickers?
Yeah. We're going to be doing them soon.
Yeah, we've got some stickers sorted. Don't know how we're going to... How we
not going to post them. We'll just
you have to... If you come to the office and you can pick them up from the office.
What, in the London one or the North?
The Essex branch or the Congleton branch. Or even the Eastbourne branch, maybe.
Yes. But we will give stickers away. We got loads of... Have you seen how many different types we've got?
You found it yet?
Yeah, gosh.
Can't show that, Rob.
Oh, dear. I have found things like that. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I did find a bag of weed whilst walking the dog a couple of years ago and brought it home and put it in my son's blazer pocket and pulled it out in front of my wife and daughter and said, look what so-and-so's doing at school. And my wife and daughter had a right old go at my son whilst I stood there laughing. And he's older. It's not mine. And then I admitted that I put it in there and found it. It was fun watching it. Good dad.
Well, anyway, Adrian, it's been
we're
lovely
waffling
chatting.
on. Sorry.
It's great to be back. I've missed the banter and the chatting with folk and whatnot the past couple of weeks. I'm glad to be back. Thanks, man. Not in that way though. So I think we can. I'm just seeing if there's any more comments. I think we will be able. Oh, that's a nice one. I think we can wrap the show up for this evening. Next week we have. I have messaged him earlier on to check. Jay Price from Just Detect UK on the show. All being well, and we do have a bunch of other guests lined up, haven't we, Adrian?
Yes,
we've got some good ones. I don't think. Hold on, bear with me. Where is it? There it is. So we have on the 27th, hopefully. He's not on my Facebook at the moment. I haven't got his phone number. Mark Ollie from ITV's Lost Treasures. He's archaeologist, author, public speaker, and musician. We had him on a show a while ago, and unfortunately you weren't able to attend that night. And
looks interesting, that does.
Absolutely. 3rd of February, we've got free at the moment. On the 10th of February, I'm really looking forward to this. Dr. Christopher Monk, who's a medieval historian and a consultant. And he basically, one of the things he does, I follow him on YouTube, he recreates medieval meals and makes them himself with as close to the dates. Ingredients, that's the word I'm looking for. So I'm greatly looking forward to speaking to Christopher as well. If you would like to come on the show, give us a shout. Contact us through the Big Detecting Show. Or if you know us personally on Facebook and that, give one of us a shout. And we'll add you to the list because it's nice to talk.
Or if you don't do the Book of Faces or don't want to go on it, go on the bigdetectingshow.com contact page.
Absolutely. In fact, I think we best sort of Big Detecting Show promo video out, haven't we? With all that details on.
Have we got one?
No.
Oh, I'll make one on. I'll boot up my Commodore 64 tonight and do a program. Sort something out.
Good question from John Clayton before we go. Did that bloke open up the Knights Templars river hole yet?
Yes, it was on national news.
It was.
Yeah,
it was all over the BBC. We actually come on the show.
multi-millionaire.
He come back on the show, didn't he? And showed us the
shed he lived in.
Nah, didn't.
He did show us the shed he lived in, didn't he? By the river.
He did.
Bless
Right.
him.
Good night and thank you, Adrian. Good night
Thanks,
and thank you, all you lovely people. And we will see you at the same time, same place next week on the Big Detecting Show. Stay safe. Hi, Adrian.